What's up, Beardz and motherfucking Brainz familia?
What's up, fam?
We're back with another episode, guys. What is going on? I'm Denny.
Craig as usual.
We fucking welcome you guys back with another fucking episode of Beardz and Brainz. We appreciate you guys. Hopefully everyone's having a good and wonderful March so far.
And let's get it rolling.
We're just rolling out, huh?
Yeah, we ain't wasting no
like
time.
Luda?
Roll out, that's right.
Roll out.
Hell yeah.
Man, roll out. Come on, bro.
And that's when he had his cornrows before Cat Williams said he had to shave his head. You know?
Yeah, come on, bro. No, the best. Yeah, that was the best album ever, bro. Fucking chicken and oh my god, I'm an idiot.
Chicken.
Beer and chicken. Chicken and beer.
Yeah, something like that.
Chicken and
I
beer.
I can picture the CD cover.
I mean, like he would probably get canceled if he brought that fucking CD out nowadays.
Think so?
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of like sexist shit in there.
Yeah. Dude, I haven't listened to it in a long time.
It's funny.
Although I wasn't.
You would get canceled so quick. I'm amazed they haven't fucking canceled his music till now.
Because it's all fun.
Yeah, it is.
It's not in a
Ludacris has always
manner.
been like that, and I think just as the fact that he's in all the Fast and the Furious, they're like, hell yeah, we like this guy.
When did you jump on the Fast and Furious? The second one?
Second one, yeah.
I've never seen them, so.
You haven't seen any of them?
Uh-uh.
The fuck, you been living under a brick?
Yeah, that's where I live.
Apparently he does.
I live under a bridge. That's why I'm a troll. Yeah.
What the hell? I didn't. I never do. You've never seen any movies.
Well,
I'm not saying they're not good movies.
I'm not. That's why
they're
not
just
my thing.
Action packed. If you like action packed shit, cool. If you don't, then it's not for you.
Yeah,
a lot of fake shit. Yeah.
I went on the ride at Universal Studios in the tour, and they have a.
Yeah, you just went to
Disneyland. Yeah,
nice.
Well, Universal Studios they had the fucking fake. It's like you're in the car, like and it's got like simulators next to you and stuff. And it's outrageous. They're shooting big ass guns and jumping out of helicopters and shit. I'm like, this is anything what the movie's like. I ain't watching this.
Yeah. No, it's definitely crazy. It's just insane. But yeah, he came in the second movie and he's been in it since. But it's not like I wouldn't even say he's like the biggest part of the movie.
Well, I'm sure it's Vin Diesel, right? And Paul
Walker, The Rock when he came in. Obviously, they put him in as one of the biggest. And
don't Vin Diesel and The Rock hate each other now?
Oh, they can't stand each other.
Have you ever seen Vin Diesel's social media?
No.
Oh, dude, you gotta check that out. That is hilarious.
His social media is funny?
I don't think it's intended to be funny, but it's funny to me. Like, you gotta watch it. It's funny. And he even has like a song.
On YouTube, or he's on YouTube, or are you talking about like
anywhere? I've seen clips on YouTube, but I'm sure it's on
Instagram.
Yeah. I don't know if he means it to be funny, but it comes across hilarious to me.
Really? Okay.
Good for you, Vin Diesel.
That's cool. Vin Diesel's, I don't really mind him. A lot of people fucking have.
He's just a bad actor.
I just don't. I've never. When I first heard that is he bisexual, I was just a little bit.
Oh, I didn't know that, and I don't really
care.
I
heard about that one time. I heard he was bi, and I was like, what?
Okay.
That motherfucker? That dude that has fucking pecs like the size of my fucking forehead?
Well, those are...
The fuck? Dude's fucking huge, man.
I know.
But he's also like 5'8".
Is he?
Yeah, he's just short.
That dude's like,
he's just
stocky, though.
He's just super stocky.
Are they show muscles, not like practical muscles, you know?
I don't know, man.
Like you try to do a push-up and he can't actually do one?
No, he's strong. I mean, they make him so strong in the fucking movies. They make him seem like he's fucking untouchable. Literally.
But that doesn't mean in real life. I want to challenge Vin Diesel to a push-up contest now.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
He is going to destroy you in the push-up
contest. Yeah. If he can do more than 10, he got me beat.
Yeah. Come on.
I just want
challenge. Accept the challenge. Accept the challenge.
Are these practical muscles or are these just for show? Is what I guess.
It might be for show and for practical. I mean, he's just probably like built in general. Maybe his genes are that good.
I mean, he's not The Rock now. I would not challenge him because that dude is stacked.
I wouldn't challenge that dude to a fucking eating contest.
No, I think that dude's roided out though. But
I think he's taking something.
He's on the Braun Balco.
He's in the WWE. He just went back.
Oh, did he?
You hear about? Oh yeah, he just went back. He's apparently he's gonna be on the schedule a lot more often. Yeah. So I'm like, what the fuck? Do you really need the money that bad? You're fucking with Under Armour.
Who else is in the? Because I don't watch that stuff. Who else is in the WWE? Is there old guys coming back like a Stone Cold or somebody?
John Cena's still in it, but apparently he's like on his way out.
Oh, I didn't know.
Guys always make like some appearance like on WWE.
But do they come back? Do they come back regularly?
Well, The Rock was like that. He was coming back like once in a while, and everyone's like, "What the fuck is he ever coming back?" And then now he's coming back. So I don't know if they make like appearances here and there. there, here and there, and then they come back for good, or they just do it here and there for money. Like,
Which
I feel like it's,
I think it's kind of fun for the fans if they come back here and there. I mean, even if they come back permanently, but like The Rock, because he's such a big name and was, and Hulk Hogan probably does it too. But he's come back and make appearances. Like, that's fun for the fans because like that was my favorite guy, and now I get to see him again, even though I haven't seen him in 10 years.
exactly
like that's really cool.
Yeah. So they do have that. They always bring back someone like someone from D-Generation X. I mean, Triple H is like the owner or whatever he is.
Did you watch that as a kid?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I was a big wrestling fan.
Am I the only person in the world that wasn't?
No, I know a lot of people that weren't, but I mean, like, I stopped watching like wrestling like that when I was like 15, 16,
Oh, okay.
man. Like, I stopped watching like that, but now like once in a while I'll catch it and it'll be like Friday Night SmackDown, Monday Night Raw.
If you had a kid, we'll just say, I don't know what ages kids watch that. We'll say 8 to 12 or something. You have a kid. Would you introduce your kid
to wrestling?
Yeah.
Nah, there's other better things to introduce my kid to than fucking wrestling.
Yeah.
The fuck? Go watch a UFC. I'll introduce his ass to real shit. You want to see real shit? You want to see real shit? Just watch the UFC. Here, son. Watch real fuckers fuck each other up.
I agree. I mean, you see the fight Saturday with O'Malley winning again.
Yeah, of course. He's a beast,
He's
man.
a stud.
Everyone needs to realize that he's just a beast. He's probably going to keep being a beast for a while.
He's talking about moving up weight classes. He doesn't give a fuck.
One weight class, yeah. But I mean, like, he'll do fine. He's fine, man. He's just got a lot of skill. I see him all the time. He's always here in Arizona.
Yeah, he is here.
Yeah, he's always in
Old
Old Town.
Him? Yeah. That's
he's
cool.
always coming to Old Town and just partying.
He seems like a chill ass dude.
No, dude, he's like a party animal. He loves to party.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and he fucking knocks people out. How do you guys feel that a dude from Happy Dad loves to drink Happy Dads all day fucking knocks you out?
Hold on. Does he get... Hold on. Maybe I'm missing... Like, so he knocks you out in the ring, but when he goes and parties, is he getting fights when he's partying?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
I was gonna say,
he's cool as fuck when
I was gonna say, why would anybody test him?
No one touch it. Why would you ever touch
that's what I'm
him?
saying.
Are you retarded? Like, that's a stupid fucking move.
But you see these dudes that like
UFC fighters are killers.
Exactly.
They're killers, bro. You don't fuck around. You don't like all these dudes, like these YouTubers, like that one dude,
I don't know
that one motherfucker with the hat. He always wears a hat and he's huge. He's a bodybuilder. I just keep forgetting his name. He's a YouTuber / like he does podcasts. I don't know exactly what his name is, but he was calling out like fucking Nate Diaz and saying like, if we were in a street fight, do you think you could whoop my ass? And Nate Diaz like, dude, I'll kill you.
Oh, you're talking about Bradley? Yeah,
Bradley.
Martin. There we go, Martin.
Yeah, Bradley Martin sat there and tried to call out UFC fighters and say in a street fight that it don't matter if the UFC fighter's 180 pounds, you will get destroyed. The guy will just get around you, break your leg, and you're done. Your 265-pound fucking muscles you have will mean nothing.
Professionals.
That's what they do. That's what they do. They're worse than boxers, guys.
Dude, I saw a video of this kid. It was John Jones, who's obviously a badass.
Yeah.
This kid asked John Jones to kick him. Right?
Why would you ever want a UFC fighter?
He didn't kick him hard. But the first time, it was like 3 times, and John Jones like tickled him like to fuck around with him. Then he like kind of kicked him and kind of missed, but he got him a little bit and almost knocked him on his feet. Then he kicked him again, probably at like 10%. Like barely, for John Jones, he probably barely kicked him.
Nicked him.
Yeah, basically. And the kid like kind of, stumbled and then had a bruise like this damn big on the back of his thigh.
Yeah, like, that's how it is. Like Strickland did on that YouTuber. Yeah. What's his name? The Mexican kid or the Latino kid, whatever his name is. He's huge in the community, the gaming community. I think he's even in the game, but he's a YouTuber or he's a TikToker or whatever it is. He said that, and what did Strickland do? Hit him good, and what happened? Everyone's like, "Why would you do that?" And knowing that Joe Rogan even actually went at Strickland, like going like, "Why would you even test that on that kid, knowing that you're already gonna fuck him up?" And it's just like, you know why you test it? Because dumbasses think that they can sit there and think that, oh, I could just find this guy on the street and just whoop his ass. Like, dude, you're gonna get destroyed. You'll probably get killed. Those guys have weapons they don't need guns. Their hands
are weapons.
Our weapons.
Damn.
Man.
Okay, Nick Cage and Con Air.
Yeah, practically. I mean, these guys are Mortal Kombat, bro. Real life Mortal Kombaters, bro.
Oh, dude.
We got Nicolas Cage over here, fucking Liu Kang. Everyone, they're just called different names,
Yeah. I just don't
I
understand
mean,
it.
Nicolas Cage is freaking Dustin Poirier.
He's a stud too.
Yeah, dude, another stud, absolute monster, dude. And I like another dude just. And everyone was just like, "Oh, well, he gets work 3 rounds," and it's like, who cares? He clips you, and once he clips you, you're just done for you're done for. That was a good fight, by the way. I thought he was suffering for the first 2-3 rounds, but then when I just knew that he just needed to find that
that's how
hole.
Once he gets you, that's
Poirier he's a monster. The diamond, man, the diamond
from Louisiana, right? I believe.
Louisiana, yeah. Send some of that hot sauce.
Oh hell yeah,
yeah, Louisiana hot sauce.
He have a hot sauce?
Yeah, he has his own hot sauce. I think it's called Poirier or Poirier hot sauce or something like
next
that.
Next episode, we're gonna have that.
Yeah, we gotta try that. Try that. Some like chicken wings or something. That'd be pretty good.
I'm just talking. Just pour that shit in your mouth.
Yeah, bro. Just.
I'm not fucking around here.
Hey, send us some, bro.
Hell yeah,
we would like that shit, man. But yeah, man, you can't compare. The UFC fighters are not a.
But that's like our boy White Mamba Scalabrini.
Yeah,
saying he's closer to LeBron than you are to him, which is true. 100%. And all these kids think because he's a scrub in the NBA.
Yeah.
That he's nothing, and then they can't score on him.
The guy on the bench will destroy you in a game.
It's the same kind of thing. Why are you even going to question? These guys are professional. This is what they do for a living.
Yep.
They live and breathe whatever their sport is.
This shit, bro. Like they breathe this. This is all they do every single day.
They
train, inhale, exhale. The same shit that they do every single morning when they wake up. And go to sleep.
And that's their job. They don't have day jobs and then go do that and fucking be a weekend warrior.
So many athletes, when they're done with their career, are confused on what the fuck to do next, or they're just, like they don't know even if they're ready to retire, or they can't give it up.
That's what they've done since they were whatever, 7 years old or whatever.
11 years old. Some of them earlier.
Some like 4 years old, depending.
Playing for like me, I've been playing since I was 4 or 5 years old.
Exactly.
Even though I'm not in the NBA. What's up, though?
Hey. And we
should make our own league. Like an NBA?
I would like to do that, but is it going to be worth it?
SBL, Scrub Basketball League.
Oh, invite me then.
I'm in.
Invite me.
And we make that shit big. No, you heard there's a girl league and a big girl league. I think it's a girl league, but it's a TikTok thing. So it's a league. It's a one-on-one league.
See, no, I'm not.
So it's like 15, 20 girls, but they play one-on-one.
Are they good?
They're fucking, they can ball. They're awesome ball. Not better than me though. You know what I mean?
Well,
I am now.
But I wouldn't want to do a 1-on-1, 3-on-3 minimum.
Yeah, 3-on-3. Yeah, 1-on-1 is the problem.
It's a different game.
Here, the problem with 1-on-1, I believe that 1-on-1 doesn't even define if you're better than someone else, because the basketball in the game in general is evolved around so much shit. So to me, if you could just beat someone 1-on-1, I don't really think that means that you're better than them per se.
No,
but I think that 1-on-1 possibly, yeah. But I think as an overall player, you could be the best at 1-on-1, but be shitty at an overall game of playing team sport.
I'll agree, because there's some guy, you get a Kyrie versus whoever, he might handle in 1-on-1. Those handles are ridiculous.
Oh yeah,
you get by him,
That's different.
But then you got a guy that's just whoever that's just a shooter. Like in a team game, he's going to be, maybe he scores more, but on a 1-on-1, it's Kyrie because he's got handles. Different type of game. Maybe it's a dude that likes to back you down because he's a big guy. Like he might do better than you 1-on-1, but you put you in a team game and you're going to score the points.
Exactly.
It's just different style, man. That's why I like 3-on-3 because I'm that type of player that I
like screens. I like passing the ball.
I like coming off
that.
a pick.
Yeah, exactly. Especially because I feel like I'm better off of the dribble coming off the pick and hitting a shot. But I could. Don't matter, man. No, man. I'll pull up for shit.
I've seen it.
I pull
pulling
up
off from
sure.
fucking 30.
Motherfucker
think he's goddamn
Steph Curry, baby. Nope. Hey, that rhymed. Pulling up from 30 like you're Steph Curry.
Hey,
bars, son.
Shit.
You guys better get on our level, all you rappers, bro.
I know they got shit on us, and we ain't even trying.
Hell yeah, because all they do is rap. Presents, baby. Yeah, buddy.
It's so dumb.
No, but yeah, man, freaking. That's the thing about it. Just people stop thinking you're better than all these professionals.
Yeah, whatever the sport is.
Yeah, it don't matter. Like, maybe the WNBA. Maybe if you're a guy and you want to challenge a girl from the W, maybe. But that's just that's even a big maybe because those girls are ballers. I'm telling you right now, I would lose to fucking Ionescu, to Sabrina.
Oh, that girl can shoot,
dude. She would kill me, and
Asia-
she's almost as tall as me. I mean, she's 6 foot, 5'11", 6 foot,
Asia
or
Wilson's
6'1".
a stud. Tarassi's a stud. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
like,
Well, I mean,
there's so many
Tarassi's
of them.
old now.
I'm just saying,
but she's a
she's still
fucking
good.
shoot. She could shoot.
There's so many of those girls that are good.
Yeah.
Just the league is boring. The
Yeah.
league is boring.
Yeah, man. And I mean, we'll
And
see.
it's,
I mean,
you know,
if something's
we've
gonna
already
come
talked about
about.
this,
Yeah,
so-
exactly. Something's gonna come about with that WNBA to make it more entertaining. I mean, it has to.
I mean,
If not, you're gonna keep losing money. And
well,
yeah,
the
there
NBA
you
is
go.
supporting them anyways. But
Exactly.
let's just say whatever sport it is, they're professionals. So please stop
Exactly.
thinking you can beat them.
Yeah.
Stop thinking you can beat them. You can't.
No, you can't.
It doesn't matter who.
You could try though.
No,
It's funny to see watch you try.
don't even try,
Why not?
because it's not going to happen.
Why not try? What if you try and the game is to 11, and you come close and they beat you 11-10, and everyone in the world's like, "Damn, this motherfucker could actually ball."
Then we continue seeing these videos of these random ass people that think they can play and get their ass handed to them. I don't want to see
destroyed.
that. Yeah.
10-0.
Maybe if you were a college player and you understand the level, okay, I'll give you that, because you understand if you're D1. Maybe you don't even have to be a star or anything, but D1 player, maybe D2, because that's a different type. Maybe you can, but if you're just an average Joe like us, you stop.
Give it up. Give it up.
Yeah, keep playing.
Stop thinking you're 37 years old and thinking you can fucking go get in the NBA.
Yeah,
it
come
ain't
on,
gonna
man.
happen,
Come on
man.
now.
I mean, the odds of that happening is fucking less than 1%.
You ain't getting in the G League. I mean, Isaiah Thomas, you see he's in the G League,
Yeah,
putting up 30 points or whatever, 35 points or
and he's
whatever,
still not in the NBA.
back to back.
That goes to show you how good the NBA is. That there's other players better than him. His 30 points a game, but then again,
And he put up 30 in the NBA when he was with the Celtics. He was killing it. You know? And he's in the G League, so you have no shot. So stop.
Yeah, stop it. That motherfucker's 5'10", fucking destroying dudes.
Is he even 5'10"? He's
He's like
5'10"? I thought it was like 5'8".
5'9".
I don't know. He looks so tiny compared to
He's
them.
tiny. I think he was as tall as Nate Robinson.
He's like 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah, I think they're about the same height. Or I think Isaiah was probably a little bit taller.
Still.
The problem with Isaiah is with them two, with like Nate and Isaiah, is Nate's extended his career because he was able to just go to the rim and just fucking rip the rim down. Where Thomas, like Isaiah, he's just more of like fundamental, and if he can't get to his shot, he's
in
kind
trouble.
of like in trouble.
But he's quick and he can get to the basket. But he's getting older. He's losing a step probably.
Yeah,
like I haven't watched him play. So
I mean, he still balls out.
Yeah.
You know. But for instance, Nate, you know, he was able to keep it together for so long because he was so explosive. When you have that explosiveness, it's easier for you to stay in the league. And I think that's one reason why Isaiah didn't make it so long, is because they liked his 3-point shooting, but eventually when teams figure it out, which a lot of teams figured him out when he was playing, he wasn't doing as well. And it's just because he's depending on the step back. He's depending on his creation. So if he can't get that done, he's not, or getting to the rim. But I mean, now you're getting to the rim and you got a guy behind you that's 7 foot.
Well, I think,
unless you dunk that motherfucker, you might get blocked.
Well, that, and I think, so they look at all these guys coming up and you see all this potential of whoever it is, whether it's the G League or a guy that's on the bench, and then they see him. They know he scored, but he's 5'8", 5'10".
Exactly.
But you got a 6'5" guy that you're like, let's see what we see him at practice every day. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are we going to bring this dude back?
You're always going to look at the guy that maybe is a little bit taller because you're like, oh, yeah, and I don't think
I hate saying that because I'm a short dude.
Yeah,
but,
I don't agree with it because I think skill should trump tallness, you know, your height. If you're a better basketball player, a better football player, whatever it is, and someone that's 6'9" and you're 6 foot and you're just jamming on dudes that are 7 foot and, you know, just fundamentally sound, you should have your chance to fucking, you know.
I think the way the NBA works now is they draft and they base everything on potential, not what you've done or can do. And I think that's part of in my opinion, part of the problem with the NBA is instead of watching film and seeing what they can do, they go off potential. That's why the Suns drafted Josh Jackson and Dragan Bender. And these guys that panned out to be nothing, Marquise Chris, because they're not, they're athletic freaks, but they're not
creators. They can't create
basketball
for themselves.
I don't mean to disparage them, but they're not basketball players. When there were how many, even Ayton, like how many guys do
right now? Speaking of Ayton, he has like a 10-game stretch right now where he's averaging like 20 to 30 points a game.
Where the fuck was that all these years? Ayton?
Yeah. 10-game stretch, man.
But they go based upon. I mean, there's countless guys we can name. But they go based upon what they think their potential could be, based upon either their height, or maybe they can jump real high, run real fast, or maybe they have a good combine. You know, like NFL has it all the time.
Yeah, 1 or 2 good combines.
And don't watch film.
Exactly.
And like this guy, you know, like for instance, Bronny, right?
Yeah, Bronny James.
That dude needs to stay in school at least 1 more year, if not 2 more years. The dude's averaging like 5 points. I watched him play ASU get shut the fuck down. And ASU, as we saw, get their ass kicked against Utah.
Yeah, ASU's not that good as it is right now as a basketball team.
Yeah,
so.
and
you shut down Bronny, but you got his father over here running his mouth thinking that he could play in the NBA. Are you out of your mind? You're a fucking one of the greatest ever, and you're sitting here saying your boy could play in the NBA.
That's why.
Say it's your son.
That's why, though.
Come on, bro. Like if my son was not ready, I would just tell, bro, you're not ready. You need another year or 2.
You like how he's getting mad now, saying he's getting mad and like leave the kid alone. Like you started this.
Yeah, you brought this up. You said that you wanted to put him on the Lakers and he could start right now and play in the league. Bullshit, that kid cannot play in the league. He belongs on the bench. He belongs probably as a 6th, 7th man till he understands the fundamentals.
He don't deserve to be on the NBA. He doesn't deserve to be in the NBA right now. He's not good enough. He's averaging 5 points. I see guys every year that average 20 in college.
I'll go average 5 points on the ASU.
And don't even make the. No, I'm not even saying ASU. I'm not even saying that. I'm not even saying the ASU. I'm just saying in general, in college, the average 20, like the Timmy kid that went to Gonzaga that won the title with them, he didn't even, nothing. Like, he didn't even get drafted.
Exactly.
He might get drafted, but he didn't become, nothing.
Because he was a system player.
Well, maybe.
A very good system player.
And that's fine, but he won a title. He did what he needed to do. He's not an NBA player.
He's not an NBA player. A lot of these guys, if you look at them, you're like, damn, they're really good in college. Yeah, because they're very good system players.
And that's great.
And it's great for college. Yeah, that's great. But if you're trying to make the NBA, no, you need to stand out. You can't just be like, oh, I just hit the screen and everything. Like, you should be able to bang one motherfucker, dunk on dudes, put dudes inside the rim to be able to even get looked at.
See, well, you're right, but I think that's the problem, though, at least to me, is because I want guys that are fundamentally sound.
Well,
I don't want just guys that just fucking throw shit down. Now, if you do, great. Obviously, I'm good with that. But I want a guy that's fundamentally sound that can play the game of basketball. I don't need a Marquise Chris who can dunk.
Yeah, exactly.
He can do nothing else.
Yeah, he can't do nothing else. And yeah, he had a mid-range. He had okay mid-range. But it's like, how much of that? The percentage is low. You're not a Devin Booker. You got an Alex Len that is just, we need him because he's a fucking center. And then he's terrible. I can't say DeAndre Ayton is terrible.
No.
Or compared to Alex Len.
Not at all.
It's a whole different ballgame. But in general, you're getting these guys that you're just like, oh, it's a need. Cool, it's a need, and yeah, I understand it's a need at the time, but that guy was terrible. Alex Len was not someone you should pick up.
Garbage. And he wasn't even good in college.
But it's exactly, so why would you pick up that dude? Oh, we could change him. You're not changing that dude. If in college he was not able to be a 15 and 15 player or whatever it is, he ain't going to just come in the NBA and be like, oh, here it is. Here's your 15 and 15 a game. That's not going to happen. And that's what they wanted Alex Len to do. And to be a 15 and 15 player. You're not going to get that out of the dude. Once in a while, yeah, you saw like one game every 25. He had a 12 rebounds and 11 points. That's it.
And that's exactly what happens. And that's why, to round this back out, that's what happens. And that's what's going to happen to Bronny if he comes in the league next year.
People will shit on him.
He needs to stay in USC. He's not going to make the. I will put money down, and we can mark this. If he goes to the NBA, he's not even going to make the team. If he does, because of LeBron, but otherwise he won't make the team. I don't even know if he'll make a G League. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think he's good enough for the G League.
So he needs to stay in college at least 1 more year, if not 2. And then I know LeBron wants to play with him, which is cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's fucking cool as hell to play with your son. I mean, Ken Griffey, remember when he did it with his dad?
Yeah.
Like, that's super cool. But LeBron doesn't need to hang around because he's waiting on his son. But if his son's not good enough, I mean, we say this pressure because of LeBron, but Michael Jordan's kids didn't have this pressure. They averaged like 1.7 points at Illinois or wherever they played. You know what I mean? Like,
because you ain't gonna have
you can't compare to your dad.
Exactly. The odds of you panning out to be like your pops if he was great, unless you're like Steph Curry.
Steph Curry. Well, Steph Curry was good, but he wasn't.
He wasn't Steph Curry.
And even Seth Curry.
So the odds of that usually, even Seth Curry, his brother. I mean, like he's good.
Okay, he's a role player.
He's okay.
He's an okay role player.
I wouldn't even say he's good. He's okay, but he would shit on all of us.
Easily.
Every one of us. He would kill us in a one-on-one game.
I watched a video of Steph and Seth Curry shooting threes, and Seth Curry couldn't miss.
Yeah, they were probably going back to back.
Yeah,
because you're playing against your brother.
But he couldn't miss.
Yeah.
And we see him, like you said, he's okay. Well, he's practicing. We go play him. He's gonna light us up.
Yeah, you go to LA Fitness or eSport and he's in that bitch. He's gonna fucking be the one that's destroying the whole gym. 100%. But it's just like, but that's just how it is. Stop thinking, hey, Bradley Martin. Stop thinking you're not gonna fucking beat up anyone. Even if you got a hold of them, even if you got a hold of them, like he said, if I get a hold of you though at 260 and you're 180, those guys will get out of that hold and break your ankle, or break your ankle while in the hold, or break your arm while in the hold, and you're gonna be done. And you're gonna regret ever talking shit while sitting on a fucking podcast with a cast on. Like, oh fuck, I fucked up. I talked shit to Nate Diaz. But no, dude.
But even past that, so he gets him in a hold. We'll say a headlock.
Yeah.
They're trained to get out of that.
Yeah, exactly. And they know how to put their chin. They're getting ready for that. Their mind is already prepared for anything you're ready to do. And the only people that could do those things to them is another fighter. Okay? Yep. You will not just be like, oh yeah, I'm so good at this. All of a sudden, you've never fought, never done any type of UFC in your life, and you're like, oh, I'm about to like switch this up and put him in an arm bar and fucking break his arm. No, you're not doing that.
This dude trains 20 hours a day for this.
Yeah, like, exactly. You train for fucking podcasts and lifting fucking dumbbells. Right? Yeah. That's what you do, bro.
No, that dude. He's an idiot if he thinks he's gonna.
Yeah, you can't.
Even though I don't. Like you said, Nate Diaz. That dude, does he even fight anymore?
He doesn't fight anymore.
He would still kick his ass.
Yeah, easily.
But Nate Diaz,
he's still talking shit on Twitter and X and all that. He's always talking shit.
Nate Diaz and his brother Nick Diaz. I love them guys because they were just fighters. Like it didn't matter if there was no UFC. They were the guys going to get in bar fights because it's fun.
Dude, that's why I like them.
Oh,
they're like street fight. And dude, not just that, man. They're good fighters.
Oh, 100%. They're
such good fighters. Like. You can't take those guys for granted, like these guys are lasting in the ring 5 fucking rounds while you're brutally beating their face and they're coming at you smiling.
Yeah, bleeding down.
You think you can beat some dude on the street like that? Come on, bro. These guys are coming fully battered, bruised, beaten, blood flowing down their face, in their eyes, and they're smiling. Come on, bro. I'd be fucking crying and fucking asking for an ambulance. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Don't ever compare yourself to fucking UFC or even boxers.
Period.
Shit. No.
Period.
Not happening, bro.
Oh, dude. Speaking of boxing.
With Anthony Joshua taking out Ngannou this weekend.
Yeah.
You fucking, same thing. Second round. You got knocked out, bro.
Oh, dude, the way he fell back to?
Yeah. I mean, good for Ngannou for getting that kind of payday and
landing
that, but it's like, that's a joke, though. Yeah. Why are you putting these boxers in with these guys that are just... They're UFC fighters, man. That's a whole different ball game. Like, a UFC fighter could whoop a boxer's ass, but a boxer will whoop a UFC fighter's ass all day. It's just how it is.
What about
2 different games?
And only because he brought it up, Mike Tyson gonna fight
Jake Paul.
Yeah, whatever.
I think that's a fucking mockery of the fucking sport.
Well, 100% is because what? Here's my question.
You got a 60-year-old man. He's 60. Jake.
That would still knock us out.
Oh, you would fuck my world.
I'd be scared as shit if
if I ever got in a ring with fucking Mike Tyson, even at 60 years old, dude, I would look across and be like, this guy literally wants to kill me. There's no way.
You know it's all for show because it's an exhibition.
Yep.
What does Mike Tyson need? What is he gaining out of this? Yeah, he's training, but is it going to be like nothing to the head or like what? I don't know what the rules are, but what does Mike Tyson gain from this? Money?
Maybe to show that maybe he wants to show that he could still do it.
Then he better knock him out like instantly.
I want to see that happen. I just want to see him knock out Jake Paul. I know.
It's going to go how many rounds?
It would be great to see because it would be all over the fucking world.
Has Jake Paul lost?
Yeah. He lost against the boxer that he actually just fought recently.
Okay, I don't know.
Of Tyson Fury's son, Tommy. He lost against Tommy Fury.
Did he get knocked out or the decision?
I think it was decision, but I'm not positive. But yes, they fought and he lost that.
Okay, I don't
against the boxer.
I don't follow him, which makes sense.
Every non-boxer he's fought, he's won. When he fought a boxer, Tommy Fury, he lost. Though, and then he just fought another boxer, and he's fighting all these boxers though that are like just came up, never had any winning streaks, don't have any fucking thing to their name, and he's going in there and he's beating some, and then he's not beating some.
Are they using him as a platform to be known themselves?
Maybe it could be. I mean, like mentally, but they're probably not like saying it out loud.
Yeah. Well, no, I know that.
You know, but mentally they're probably like, hell yeah, payday. You know what I mean? But like in the general terms, I don't think they're like that good.
Yeah.
And I don't think Jake's that good. I think he hasn't fought anyone. I think for one guy he fought, which was Tommy, he did okay against him, but he was still a boxer and he still got beat on.
Didn't he fight? Am I wrong?
He fought Nate Diaz.
Did he beat him?
No, Nate Diaz lost.
Oh, Nate Diaz?
Nate Diaz, yeah. But I mean, like, you got a guy coming in the UFC and he took him 11 rounds or whatever. Or 8 rounds or whatever.
Knock him out, though?
No.
A decision?
No, yeah, decisions.
So I don't follow this guy. I don't know. I don't even know who
Nate Diaz, it was showboating, and it was just kind of like a spectacle. It was kind of fun. He made
money.
It was, yes, and he made a lot of money.
And that's all it really. Didn't Mayweather fight him or his brother or something?
Mayweather fought his brother.
Okay, and that was the same kind of shit. It's just how much money, you know how Mayweather is. He makes all kinds of money, and that dude's a promoter.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's a great boxer, but like he's a promoter for days. Why would he do that? Oh, so he can make money.
Yeah, well, Mayweather,
and that's all Mike Tyson's
going to do. About money.
I know, sure, and good for him. I mean, that dude's rolling in money, but he's a good promoter and all that. But like, I just don't understand
Mayweather.
Why is Tyson doing this?
I don't know. He wants to become a little bit more stupid. I don't know. I don't fucking know why you're doing it.
That's the only question I have. Are you gonna watch that?
No, I didn't even watch the other one. The one from this weekend, I was going to watch the Ngannou one. I was like, why the fuck am I watching that? I want to watch UFC, guys. Mm-hmm. I want to watch UFC fighters fighting UFC fighters, and I want to watch boxers watch boxers. I love boxing. I have a lot of respect for boxing. I probably like it more than UFC by a very little margin. Yeah, because I grew up on it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I grew up. That's what I watched. So like UFC was introduced to me at like
obviously because it came 14, across later.
Whatever it was. I was 14, 15 years old. So I love it, but I still like the art of boxing. I like to just using your hands and just one-on-one and duking it out, whatever. So that's probably the only thing. But I would not watch that fight. That fight's garbage.
Well, I don't know because I asked you if he's ever lost because I've never watched any of them.
Yeah, I'm not boxing. He lost one against Tommy, and I don't know if he has any more losses.
I don't really watch boxing. If it's a big fight, sure.
Yeah, but I mean, like the fights that are even the big fights now, they're not like they used to be, like with Evander and Mike, and
Buster Douglas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I mean, like they're not like that anymore. Like it's just the game has changed in boxing. It's very it's kind of like Formula One. Like Formula One in boxing, they're very much about money, and it's very based on only money.
I think that's what's hard to draw people in because the reason I don't watch boxing, and this goes back a while, is just because I feel like it's maybe not necessarily rigged, but it's all about money more than it is the fight itself.
Yeah, and then you watch some of the
scores. The art of boxing is great. Like I understand there's an art to it, but then you have the judges that are biased because of this or whatever.
You never know. It's like, what if that judge is biased and he just doesn't like that fighter? It's very hard to. I've never liked the scoring for it in general because it's just very hard to sit there. It's like, wait a second, but he knocked him down. But it's like, okay, like in UFC, you get points from getting taken down. But in my opinion, a takedown. What if you get tripped? All right, you trip on the mat, you get awarded a takedown. I think it should be you get a takedown. And there has to be more done. Like you get the takedown and you land blows. You take a takedown and now you put him in the head. You do something, not just all of a sudden you got a takedown and there's 1 point on the scorecard and it's just like the guy tripped or he fell backwards. That's not really a takedown. That's one thing about the UFC that pisses me off.
Or his leg breaks.
Or your Conor McGregor and step backwards and there goes your fucking. There goes 3 years of your life. We haven't seen you since that fucking moment.
Is he coming back, by the way?
Yeah, he's fighting Chandler.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big fight. Michael Chandler. Right? I think it's Michael Chandler. Yeah, they've had their beef, man. They've been talking.
Michael Chandler's good. That's a good fighter too.
Dude, Michael Chandler is a great fighter. But the thing is they've had their beef since Tough or The Ultimate Fighter.
Okay.
The last season, I think it was. They got into dude. Connor was a dickhead to him on that show.
He's a dickhead.
He's a dickhead in general,
Yeah, he's
but
a dickhead.
on that show in general, just like some of the antics he was doing, I was like, bro, like you're not really showing your team that you're like very like
So do you think he
there.
Do you think he so like early on?
No UFC fighters are there. Let's just be honest.
So I watched a fight of his from early on. It was short because he finished him pretty quickly. I don't remember
the one where he hit the dude with the knee. Coming in where he flew in, hit him with the knee.
No. I've seen that.
Oh no! Sorry, that's Jorge Masvidal, where he hit a.
Yep. Yeah, I saw that. I remember
when he hit the
knee,
one of the fastest knockouts of all time. That shit was nasty. By
like,
the way,
his drive then, and I don't know because I don't follow the sport really.
Yeah.
But his drive then to now, and maybe it's just the money, the fame, all that. I'm not sure, but it seems like he's kind of lost some of that.
Oh, 100%.
He's about the show. You know?
Yeah.
And we haven't seen, like you said, we haven't seen him in how many years?
Own fucking whiskey, bro. Your own whiskey.
But how many guys have whiskey or tequila or whatever and still...
But his blew up, bro.
Did it? I don't know.
I mean, like, have you ever...
I've never had it. I'll buy it right now.
No, it's good.
I didn't know.
It's very good.
I'll buy it right now.
He has a whiskey. It's an Irish whiskey.
I figured that.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. But I just forgot what it's called, what his whiskey is called exactly. But you could check it out. It's pretty good. I've had it before.
Oh, good.
It's like...
I mean... I just wonder.
I just think from all that money, man, I just think, he has lost it. But we'll see. We'll see in April when he fights. I think he fights next month. We'll see how much he wants and how much he missed it. Does he come out and fucking lay Chandler out? Or does he come out and get his ass kicked and worked around that fucking ring? Chandler says that he doesn't even want to, like, I don't even know if he wants to know. He wants to, like, fuck with him for 5 rounds and just make him suffer.
Really?
Yeah.
You think he's not into it anymore or what?
No,
or
he doesn't. Dude, he just thinks he's better.
Yeah.
And I think Chandler might be a little bit better, but we'll see. We'll see. Right now, Connor looks good. So, but yeah, UFC, man, is fun. I like watching it. It's a good sport. It's fucking brutal. It's just a bunch of animals in that sport, and I don't think anyone should test someone even on the street to fight.
See, my rule, like, I don't fight anyways.
I'm not even a fighter as it is. Doesn't mean I can't fight, but I mean, just in general, like, I'm not trying to fight.
If you see a dude with cauliflower ears.
Yeah, if you see a dude with cauliflower ears and you want to fight that dude, you have problems, bro.
Yeah.
That dude has been rubbing the mat since he was like 7. What the fuck?
I always think about that because, like, you see all these fights all the time, like whether you're at a bar or some kind of street fight or whatever.
Yeah,
you see these fights, and I wonder because sometimes, like we've said, you pick a fight with a fighter, maybe you don't know who he is, or he's a fighter, but
yeah.
If you see his cauliflower ears,
get out.
Nope, sorry, I'm done.
Get out while you can.
Yeah, like
put your hands up.
Even if he's a wrestler, you're fucked.
Oh, dude, even a wrestler would fucking destroy you.
Yeah.
I don't fuck around with that. Like when people are like, "Oh yeah, man, I took fucking champions in fucking wrestling in high school." I'm like, "This dude can wrestle. I don't care if it's 20 years later. This dude knows what he's doing."
Exactly.
If you were wrestling that long, like you understand.
You've probably been doing it since you were a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
And did it through high school.
Yeah, and maybe you stopped, but you still have that memory. Like to be a fighter, you ain't gonna forget how to fight. You ain't gonna forget how to fight. You know what I mean? They're killers, man. Most of those dudes, they're killers. That's why I don't want to fuck with them. Y'all be my friend. Y'all could be on my friend. Y'all come on this show and talk about how badass you are. I won't ask you.
Yeah, I won't
ask you and sit there and go, yo, so what if I came across you one day and we're on fucking Van Buren and we're chilling on Van Buren and a hooker comes by and I'm like, hey, bro, what are you looking at? And then we go at it. Do you think I would win or you? I think you would kill me. How about that? How about that?
Why did this story go to Van Buren and a hooker?
That's just weird. Just had to use Arizona.
No, I get that, but like, why did we go to hookers? What was it? It's like
because there's hookers on Van Buren.
I know.
What do you mean? Why?
Because it's like
them hoes out there.
I get it, but like, why not? Why didn't you just be like, if we're at a bar and I bumped into you and you want to fight?
You're right. I don't know why.
Why'd you go to Van Buren?
I was just thinking about Van Buren and the hookers out there, bro.
Did you drive by there recently?
Yeah, dude, I hate that fucking area.
You saw them fucking scouring like fucking zombies or what?
Yeah, walking around with the fucking tail between their legs and shit.
Hey, if you enjoy hookers, you enjoy hookers, good for you.
Make that money.
I just thought it was weird that you brought in hookers into this.
Yeah, it was just a little weird, the hooks. I was talking about hookers, bro. I was talking about like the hooks.
Yeah.
Not like those hookers.
The the job like on the boats where they gotta hook shit. Yeah.
See?
Yeah, I got it.
He fucking knows.
Oh, my bad. You said Van Buren. There's no water in Van Buren, so I got confused.
There's none. There's none. It's like a safari out there. You gotta be careful.
Whole fucking state.
But yeah, man. So also to go to another thing, how about the Suns? What do you think? I know we usually get off. We start off there with the Suns, but
no. So Grayson Allen, maybe my favorite player in the Suns.
Beast.
I fucking love that guy.
So good, bro.
That wait, 8.25 few games back. It's probably
8 fucking threes in a coin. Tonight he had like 6 threes.
Yeah,
he's balling.
I just love the way he plays. He also doesn't look like a basketball player.
He doesn't. He looks like my fucking accountant.
Yeah. He looks like some dude that's just.
I'm like, did you work at Chase? For real, that's what he looks like. But he's so good. But here's my problem with him, with the Suns in him, and I'm talking about. I feel like they use him half good. Like I think the way they use him is 50% good, and the other 50% is not. Because when you're that good of a player and everyone sees it, and you're the player on the team only averaging like 9 fucking shots a game, 10 shots, 12 shots a game, I think you need to bump that up to be able to see more.
Isn't that hard when you have a Booker, you have a KD, you have a Beal who demand the ball? Not that they physically demand it, but like you need them to get the ball because those are your scorers.
Correct.
So he's, and then you got other guys. So he's not your 4th option, maybe even your 5th option. So of course he's only going to get a few shots in.
No, exactly. But I think like for instance, tonight Booker's shot wasn't going. He was like 9 of whatever. He was like 20 something. It's like when you see that your shot's not going, regardless of how good you are, I think you really need to get the other guy that is getting it going, because he was the guy that they did it too late. Like in the 4th quarter, you can see now Booker's deferring a little bit more to Grayson because he's been on. But it's like you're too late now. You got to do that in like the 2nd quarter.
But what do scorers do? What do shooters do?
Well, they shoot.
Right.
As you should.
So scorers are going to score.
As you should.
So like it probably took him that long to realize I don't got it today. You know?
Yeah.
Like, but he's not going to not shoot. Yeah. It's Booker. Like,
no,
come on.
Of course.
Would you want KD to not shoot?
No. I want.
Were they good looks? Were they good looks and they just weren't dropping?
Some were and some weren't. Some were a little bit forced. And then a lot of complaining, which Booker, like, you need to just chill on.
Oh man, that shit,
man. Like you complain a lot, man. I understand the refs are not giving you what you want. I get it. I agree with you on that aspect. I think the calls, you do deserve the calls, but chill the fuck out, bro. They're not going to give it to you if you keep complaining like that.
Have you? I don't know. Maybe it's just me the way the year they went to the finals and on, it's gotten worse.
Yes, he definitely. And I think it's because of Chris Paul. I think once Chris Paul came on the team, he
influenced that.
Yeah, because Chris Paul just talks too much to the fucking refs as well. He's constantly. Just the other night, you know, he fucking teed up the ref after the ref teed him up. Like, you know, you're gonna get tossed out of games doing shit like that. You know, like it's funny, but you're hurting the team.
Correct, and then the fans are there to watch you. You know, like that's why I think because I'm a fan.
You try to hit a jumper, you get hit on the arm, and now you're sitting back complaining to the ref while they're off to the races 4-on-5.
When it like
come on, man.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like that's not. You gotta stop complaining, Book. Like you're the top 5 in the league right now, I think. But I mean, like, you got to stop complaining.
I know someone that went to the game when he got ejected. It's like they go expecting to see Booker. Obviously,
exactly.
Like he's the face of the franchise, and he gets ejected.
He did get ejected for no reason.
But regardless, he put himself in that situation. He gets ejected, and now people that came to see him, don't get to see him. And it's hard earned money because, as we know, shit ain't cheap these days.
Yeah, exactly.
You know. So, I don't know, and that's from a fan perspective, just because I get mad if you know, I go and I want to see Book and he's not playing, or KD, and that's what my whole problem with the whole load management thing. So, but at the same time, let's get out of that realm. But the Suns are playing. I'm enjoying what they're doing. I don't think they're a championship team still. Mm-hmm. We're after the All-Star break. I told you once we get to All-Star break, I'll see where they're at. I don't think they're a championship team.
I'm the same. Opinion. I think once they hit the All-Star break, at first I was kind of like on the fence. Now I'm more of like pushing on like they're not. Even after the All-Star break, and I thought after the All-Star break they came out a little more hot. And
Yeah,
I thought
they did. They were
the defense was better, but still, it's just something is missing there. And I still personally think it's possibly a point guard, but I don't know. I don't know, but I still kind of have a feeling that without a point guard, it's just so much you can't do. When a guy just knows this is how I run the offense, this is how I come up, this is the sets. Instead, you got a guy, you got three guys that they have to worry about. Not only that, the point guard setup, small guard setups, getting around screens. You're putting too much work on three guys' heads to do, or to make happen. When you could just get a point guard and be like, you're the ball handler.
Facilitate.
You facilitate. These guys are coming off the screens. Find them. These guys are posted up. Find them.
Okay, so saying that, and I'm not saying Chris Paul specifically, but Chris Paul. I'm not saying keep him because I know all the inner workings and his age and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But like a guy like that who facilitates well and controls the team, that hurts losing him.
No, it does. It did hurt losing him, but I'm also glad they got
rid of him. Me too. How old he is, there's all the other factors. I get it, but the way he controls the game.
Right now, I think if you would have had him with Beal, Booker, and KD, I think this would look a lot different.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that I think the defense would still lack a little bit, but offensively, I think you would be shooting for the stars, man. I think you would be like 130 points a game. People are going to be barely sitting in games with you when you got Chris Paul, but because you don't have that facilitator and you're letting Beal bring up the ball, he's focusing on being a point guard now instead of being what he's done his whole life is be a scorer. Now he's thinking, oh, I got to make the right pass. I got to look at the screens coming up. Oh, where is Booker? Where is Nurkic? Where is Grayson Allen? No, instead, take that away from them, whether what happens this year, next year, keep these guys, bring in a point guard. It doesn't have to be a superstar, someone good enough to be able to handle an offense and not make mistakes.
Well, this is what I was telling you in the offseason, like before my issue with getting Bill. Not that, I mean, he's growing on me and I like him as a player, but he's not a point guard.
He's not. They're trying to turn him into that.
Exactly. No, exactly. And that's when we were talking about
a point guard.
Like point book, going back to that.
Point guard.
Booker is not a point guard, and it shows in the numbers. If you look at his numbers as opposed to when he's actually playing his true position.
Yep.
He can do it in spurts, but he's much better not playing.
Yeah, and they're like, oh yeah, he has that one game where he hits like 11 assists, and everyone like, oh, see, he could play point guard. That's one game,
not consistently.
To be able to do it throughout a 82 game, 83 game season is a whole different ball game. When you're known for your whole life bringing up the ball, and you just know sets, and as soon as you bring it up, the ball's released here, and as soon as I get to this corner, this guy's got. You just know that as a point guard.
But does that a Chris Paul type player outside of him, obviously, but like young kids, does that exist anymore?
Yeah, well, it's very hard. I mean, you have some, but you have like the guy they're already on good teams.
Who though?
Like the Fred VanVleets. That would be a great pickup.
Oh, I wanted him to come here.
In general, like that would have been amazing because he's not. He's actually a point guard first. You could see, but he could shoot too.
Yeah, dude could shoot.
So he could create. And you needed someone like that, and obviously it's hard to get someone like that because the money involved.
But I'm just saying, like the guys. Well, I guess what I meant was the guys coming up nowadays, the young kids. They're not a facilitator. They're not a pass first kind of guy.
They're step back threes,
ball hogs.
Yeah, ball hogs.
They're more Ja Morant's. Like I like Ja Morant as a player. He's good, but he's not a facilitator. He's I'm scoring first.
Amazing player, but I think I think the speaking of Ja Morant, I think them losing him, I think really fucked them this season.
Oh yeah. They had high hopes and no.
But in general, I think if he was still in, they would have been pretty decent. But
you know what I mean.
That's just another fucking Western Conference team that we don't have to worry about.
True.
So
that's true.
Yeah.
And
and not just that, with Isaiah Thomas talking about like Kevin Durant saying about that whole situation with him and the Warriors when he was on the Warriors.
Oh, so he's bringing back old shit?
Yeah, bringing back old shit. He's talking about when he was on the Warriors. He's saying that we should flip the script and ask everyone, what if KD never came that summer after they went 73?
So he stays in OKC.
Huh?
So he stays in OKC and
doesn't go to OKC, or he goes somewhere else, but he doesn't go to the Warriors.
Okay.
do the Warriors and the guys on the Warriors like Curry, Clay, fucking Draymond, do they still have the same legacy that they do right now?
Well,
are they viewed as this dynasty and all that, all those combined, everything that's said about the Warriors throughout their championship runs, is it still said if they don't win those two with KD?
Well, here's the question. Do you think without KD they win anyways?
I don't know. I don't know because
but in this hypothetical situation,
I don't know. I don't think so, man. I think them bringing KD really put them over literally the top. They were at 90%. KD put them at 110%. So they were already good.
Correct.
But I don't think they were good enough to get over those humps because teams were getting so much better. And let's just be honest, Cavs really got lucky. Good basketball. Beautiful three-pointer by fucking Kyrie. Beautiful block by LeBron.
Yep.
All those things, if
Draymond
they don't do that, probably
idiot.
wouldn't have won. But, yeah, Draymond getting suspended. Okay, all those factored in. But it's like, if you look at the following 2 years when KD came on that team, he won MVP both years.
Correct.
Both years.
Correct.
He put them over the top in every game. They were just literally unstoppable. Before that, they were still beating teams, but still 10 points, blah, blah. Now they're just killing everyone in the league.
But so they won with him.
Yeah.
They won after he left, obviously, a couple years ago, 2022.
22, yeah.
So they won with him, they won without him, and they won before he came. Now let's say, hypothetically, he didn't go there. We'll just say he stays in OKC.
Mm-hmm.
And because they push him to Game 7?
I possibly think that
does OKC win?
Yeah, I think OKC will come back the next following year and win the championship.
And if that's the case, and that changes things,
one championship.
So KD gets his regardless.
Yes, in a way, he would have got his regardless and had 3 rings over 2 until they won one recently. Okay. And then they all would have been tied 3 rings apiece.
I mean, it's hard because it's all hypothetical, but that's a tough thing to say because
4, 3 rings.
Yeah, because they got now they got 4, but that's really tough to say.
But it's tough to say, but you have to reverse it. You can't just keep talking about, Warriors this, KD, if KD didn't come Warriors, he never would have those rings. You got to go the other way, too. You got a guy that was elite. He was literally, that year when he left, he was a monster. They got lucky that they didn't even make it to the finals. It was, you brought literally probably the best superstar to ever come from a team, if you ever think about it in recent history.
Well,
there was no one of that caliber besides LeBron going to Miami.
Absolute stud.
Besides LeBron going to Miami, and even LeBron going to Miami, you had holes everywhere from top. Besides from the top was filled on Miami with amazing players, and then holes all the way down where you had to keep implementing Chalmers, and you had Udonis when he was still playing and being tough and not fucking 98 years old and shit. So I think it was a whole different ball game. When KD went to the Warriors, that team was set. A to B, A through Z.
That's what I'm saying.
They had fucking bench. They had fucking a 6-man. They had top 5. So to me,
that's what I'm saying. He put him over the top, but they didn't need him to win.
They didn't. But let me ask you this: what if he came back that next season and he didn't go on that team, and they would have came back from a 7-3-9 season? They lost, come back, and then they lose again. What would the Warriors be known as? Chokers. But because they got KD, and KD, just let's be honest, KD was out of his mind in those playoffs. Go back to those playoffs. In some of those games, if KD didn't do what he did, they would have lost. And he put him over the top. He was playing over his.
Yeah, because
so to me,
weren't there a couple games where?
Yes, I do think KD.
Weren't there a couple games where
was the reason they won 2 more?
Steph was cold in Game 7 or whatever.
Cold as fucking ice, and KD was lights out, keeping them above water, and won that game for them in Game 6 because they were about to lose Game 6.
But
so to me, yes, I think KD's that good that. When he came on the Warriors, if he would have stayed another year, they probably would have 3-peated.
To be fair, I wish he would have.
They would have 3-peated if he would have stayed one more year.
I wish he wouldn't have gone to Brooklyn.
But he got injured.
I know.
He got injured, went to Brooklyn. He wanted to. You know why he went to Brooklyn? Because he was tired of the fucking narrative.
But
oh yeah, well fucking you're just here. You came here and brought it, and we're on Steph's shoulders. Oh, why wasn't Steph on KD's shoulders? Why wasn't Clay on KD's shoulders? Because that dude was making big shots, not fucking. Oh yeah, like we're already up 6 and you made a 3 and we're up 9. No, this dude, you were down 2, hits 3, comes back, hits another 3. He was playing stupid basketball at that time.
No, I agree, but I think the narrative is that way is because it was Steph's team. KD comes in, they win 2, he leaves, they win another one without him. It's Steph's team. It's not Durant leading the team. Even now with the Suns, say the Suns win. Let's hope they do. He's not going to get the credit he deserves because it's Book's team.
Yes, but he's still now that he's gonna win with our team, and let's say he wins with the Suns, he's gonna be praised now. Now all that fucking going to New Jersey, never winning by yourself, it's gonna go out the window because you went to another city that's never won shit and you got it done. Whether it's with Booker,
right.
Whether it's with who, you still need another superstar. You need someone beside you. Even in New Jersey, he wasn't going to get it done unless Harden or Kyrie was going to fucking play and not have be injured 90% of the season.
I understand that because they played like a whole 15 games together. All 3.
I would have loved to see those 3 play good 50 games.
Oh, dude, could you imagine? Like just
I wanted to see that. I personally think if that team was healthy and I personally think they possibly would have had one. KD would have had his one in the 3 years he was there, at least one.
I would have wanted that just because I want Harden to win one.
But. Yes, and I also would want to see. I'm not the biggest New York fan, but just to see, not at all. I would want to see kind of maybe that fucking thing get something because they haven't got nothing.
I don't care about that. Harden's my boy.
I'm not a big New York fan.
So Harden's my boy. He went to ASU, so Harden's my boy, and I wanted him to win one. I mean, he had MVPs. With the Rockets, he should have won one at some point.
Year. Yeah, 2014.
Chris Paul getting fucking hurt,
2014, bro. Even Curry said it. He's like, if Chris Paul doesn't get injured,
for sure.
Like, I think we would have lost that.
100%.
They were on a roll.
Dude, they were killing him.
They were on a roll. As soon as Chris Paul got injured, that whole series just completely from 360 changed, bro. Or 180 changed.
So that's why I was hoping that would go well, and we would have to see more of that. Not 15 games or whatever, 20 games or whatever it ended up being of them 3 playing together.
Yeah, exactly.
Could you imagine that? Like
yeah. I would have loved to seen it. We never will.
Is that better? Is that better than the LeBron, Dwayne, Wade, and Chris Bosh?
Oh man.
Obviously, not what happened, but just like all in their prime, those 3 with the other 3. Would that have been a better team?
Way, like if there was 2 teams and it was Miami Heat's 3 versus like those 3.
Yeah. In their primes,
dude, that's insane.
Because that Brooklyn team might be better.
Here's my thing. So if we're gonna do that, we're gonna compare now. So we're gonna compare now Dwayne Wade to Kyrie.
Sure, yeah.
Who you got? Who you taking?
Dwayne Wade.
Now you got Dwayne Wade or Kyrie. You're gonna take Dwayne Wade, right? Yep. You think he's the better player?
Yes,
I do too. But I think that Kyrie's close, and not by. I wouldn't.
But why are we doing it that way? Why wouldn't it be Harden and Kyrie because they're the point guards? Or no? I don't know how we're doing that.
Well, because it's their big 3. So it's Wade, Wade, Bosh, and LeBron. Yep. And the only way you can do that, you could do.
It's kind of hard though because you got KD, Bosh, like 2 different players.
Yeah,
LeBron, Harden, LeBron,
Kyrie. Honestly, I think the big 3 for Brooklyn would have been better.
Yeah, I think so.
Because your Bosh. That drop off from KD would have been so bad, but then you got LeBron and
I think LeBron's closer to KD, right?
LeBron's closer to KD. Kyrie, and Wade are close.
Okay, and then Harden, Bosh. I'll take Harden all day.
And you take Harden all day, so now you got 3 guys that. Miami will always have an odd man out against that. There's going to be a mismatch.
Bosh is still a good player. Don't get me wrong.
You know why? Because now you could just take KD, put him on Bosh, or you could just take one of the small guys because Bosh is going to have to guard one of them. So if Bosh has to guard either Harden or fucking Kyrie,
he's going to take him to the rim. Yeah, they're going to take him to the rim
all day. The whole game with 3-on-3. If it was a 3-on-3 game, you'd get smoked.
Had they stayed healthy, They might have done more than what Miami done.
Probably. I think.
But
I mean, hey, a little foot over the line, and they're in the fucking finals. KD's little fucking big
toe,
16
that
inch.
fucking big ass toe he has.
If that foot wasn't over the line, they're in the finals.
Jesus Christ!
And he hit that. That was like fucking like
dagger.
Yeah. And everyone looked around like, dude, I think we won this game. And they look at the fucking replay and it's the line. Do you imagine that? Like knowing you get to go home, but you just hit a game winner, and you think it's a game winner, but it's not a 3, it's a 2, and you lose by 1. I'm like, what?
Oh yeah,
dude, that would fucking destroy me mentally. I'm amazed he's come out of that the way he has. Because I think most players would fucking go in a shell, bro.
Maybe.
You know
and then obviously it fell apart once Kyrie wanted out, Harden wanted out, and then
yeah.
Then he comes here.
And now I understand, and once those guys wanted out, he was like, man, I came here to play with my friends. These guys fucking injured. Everyone's injured all the time. We can't get it together. The fucking coach sucks. The fucking organization is trash. The owner's terrible. Fuck it. I'm gonna go somewhere else where people want me.
That's the other thing is
there's Phoenix. Everyone wanted him.
The narrative is also that Harden hates KD and Kyrie hates KD. They all like each other. That was the narrative because there was shortly after that.
That was all the narrative put in by the
media. Yeah, because I would say there shortly after that was Harden and KD hanging out and chilling and shit at a game or something. It's like
handshake.
Yeah, they're boys, but it's basketball wise, he wanted out because he didn't like the organization.
I guarantee they got together and they're like, "Hey, bro, this shit's just not working now. Let's just go keep playing basketball.
Fuck these guys. Fuck these owners.
Yeah, fuck these owners. Fuck all these rules that we have to go through in fucking the city of New York, New Jersey, Brooklyn." Yeah, that whole area, all these restrictions at the time.
Well, Kyrie for sure hated that.
Kyrie fucking being, the way he is. They didn't want to comply, which good for him, as he shouldn't. He shouldn't need to. And that's what happened, man. And I think I don't think no one was out of the loop. I think they just made it seem like it. They're like, hey, bro, you go your way, I'll go my way. We're homies. I love you. Let's go fucking try to win it somewhere else. Yeah. It can't happen. It's 3 years already. We're wasting time.
So we saw Harden and KD hanging out, and then there was talks of in the offseason of Kyrie coming here. Why would that be? Obviously, it didn't happen, but why would that be if they weren't boys?
I'm not gonna lie, I still wish that would happen.
Thankfully it didn't happen. I would have not watched any this season if
he's a liar. He's a liar. He would 100% watch. Well, he's such a liar. He would have became a Kyrie
fan. No. I would have rooted for him because he's on the Suns, but I don't like Kyrie, dude. I don't like him.
I love one of my favorite
handles, and that's about it. Not even top 20 for me. Not even top.
One of my favorite fucking
point guards. Probably not even top.
He's so good with the ball. He's a magician.
Yeah, I agree, but
he's a magician, bro.
He's not a great. No.
He's a good basketball player. He's a great basketball player.
He's a great handle and he can get to the basket, sure, but there's easily 20-point guards I put over him. Easily.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying he's still good.
Yeah, but I don't want him on my team. No, he's a team killer.
No, he's not team killing Mavericks.
Because Luka's running that team.
That's because Luka's the team killer. He's the one that's going to kill the Mavericks.
Nah, Luka's a stud, dude.
He's a stud, but the way he plays is not going to work. It's not going to work for a championship team, bro.
You could be right because he doesn't. Move.
Harden did it.
He doesn't move the ball.
He plays like Harden. Harden did the same shit.
I told you I like Harden. And they should have won.
James Harden. But he's a flipper.
I understand.
It's so hard for me to root for him.
No, that's what I'm not rooting for him right now.
I love the new logo you guys did. I fucking love the new Clippers logo.
It's better than what they had.
Yeah, that other fucking logo was trash with the red sea.
Yeah, I was like,
but I like that you guys put a clipper on there. It's an old school boat. I like it. It makes sense to your name. But I just can't. You're LA. You guys are LA.
Correct. I agree.
Even though you're not the Lakers. I'll give you that. Still, you're not the Lakers, but you're in the fucking worst city in the world. Sorry.
But you also got Harden's there, so like I can't root for them. The only way I root for them is if they play the Lakers. They play the Lakers.
Oh, that's a whole yeah. When they play the Lakers, I always root.
But outside of that, I ain't rooting for them. But
I'm not, guys. Like I've told you guys a million times on this podcast, I don't care about California teams. I don't care about the Warriors. I don't care about the Lakers. I don't care about the fucking Clippers. I only care about The Chargers. They are the only team in all of California I care about.
Chargers?
Yeah. I've always been the Chargers fan. You know that. I like them. They're one of my top favorite teams.
Chargers.
LA Chargers. Should be San Diego. SD. Chargers, man. Come on. You cannot say that you don't like their QB. He's a stud.
Herbert?
Yeah, Justin is a stud.
Okay, so what I'll say about him is I watched him at Oregon and I thought he was garbage. I watched him live against ASU. Motherfucker threw 3 picks, should have been 5. That he was overrated coming into the draft. He had a good combine. He's done okay in the league, but I don't see the hype that they.
Their offensive line is trash. What do you want him to do?
I don't see the hype with him that they put on him. I'm not saying he's bad.
I get that, but I don't.
I'm not saying he's bad, but I don't think he's the next up and coming guy.
No. He's definitely not. But if you put the good run personnel around him, I think he'd be a lot better than he is.
Maybe.
But I like the Chargers, man. I think they need to go back to fucking San Diego.
I will agree with that. They need to be in San Diego, not LA.
Yeah.
Also, the Rams should not be in LA. They should be back in St. Louis where they belong.
Should be back to St. Louis, and Los Angeles shouldn't have any.
Agreed, because they don't care about anything anyways.
You guys don't care about football anyways. Like
nope. You don't care about anything other than whatever's bandwagon. That's why you were rooting for USC in the early 2000s with Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, and now suddenly you don't care.
Overrated.
Always overrated. So you Leinart. That dude was a stud in college, dude.
He's trash in that.
Do you know how much fun that was to watch them when they were in college with Reggie Bush? Jeez. And then the Miami Hurricanes team with Ken Dorsey and McGahee. That was fun times.
Good time.
Can we go back to that?
Yeah, good. Can we go back to being fucking young again?
Yeah, that would be great.
That's the fucking whole point about this conversation.
Yeah, apparently. I mean, we're just rolling.
But hey, man, that's how it is. The Suns, I think, are just first round exit, maybe fucking playing. We'll see how it goes.
Damn, you lowered because before the season, I was saying second round exit. You were saying fucking championship.
Yeah.
Now we're going to first round exit.
But now, dude. After seeing them up until fucking thing, I can't.
I think depending on who they play.
I hope I'm wrong though.
Depending on who they play, if they get there to the first round, depends on if they get past the first. Obviously, that's going to depend on it. But I think they could get past the first round, and I'm still banking on second round.
Yeah, first and second, I could see that too.
And they may get swept.
I mean, who knows, man? Maybe they make it go all the way and they just fucking catch the spurt right in the playoffs.
That'd be sick.
Hot. I mean, if they get hot in the playoffs, then we could start talking a little bit about, probably championship. But I don't see that happening because the personnel for them. The more I look at other teams' bench like Boston and all these good teams, the more I see that how much we're lacking as far as the number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guys.
Hey, I know I'm a broken record because I've been saying this since it happened, but that's what happens when you trade your whole fucking future for KD.
It's gonna happen. Keep it up, Matt Ishbia. We support you all.
Bia,
baby. Keep spending that money. We don't care.
Oh, I'm good at that.
But we don't have to see another draft for the next 40 years. As long as you keep bringing in players, and there's players bringing in, fuck the draft, man. If that's how you want to fucking do things and you want to spend money.
I know, but you mortgaged the future. You got rid of guys that were very crucial to this team to get KD. Don't get me wrong, great player. I'm just repeating what I've said 100 times. But I think that's why they're not championship caliber.
Yes. I don't think they would have been championship caliber even if they would have went through the fucking draft. I'm not
necessarily saying the draft, but I'm saying
you're kind of
the way everything went.
The next 10 years.
Yeah, you fucked the future. You fucked everything.
But who knows? It's Matt Ishbia. I'm not going to say anything. I think he has a lot of pull. It seems like he knows what the fuck he's doing. I'm more of like. He obviously, if he could get us into it, he might be able to get us out of it.
I will say, James Jones, you've been doing a great job with your pickups. As we've said, Royce O'Neal, getting Grayson Allen.
He's struggling a little bit right now.
No, I don't care. I don't care. But like, those are great pickups.
He's always a plus.
Yeah, those are great.
He's always a plus.
Great pickups to fill the roster and to create depth. Our boy Sabian Lee.
Dude, Sabian side.
Yeah,
that
man.
Dunk he had was fucking nasty.
The whole bench shoot is like.
I was like, damn, motherfucker, he has that kind of bounce. Damn.
And he's a hometown boy, so
was it on
nice.
Jason Tatum?
Oh, I don't know.
It was up against Boston, right?
I think so. I don't know who was on.
It was the game before, but whatever. Yeah, Sabian Lee, that dunk.
So
nasty,
good for him.
Keep it up, man. You're definitely got a spot on the Suns. Don't like what Ish Wainwright coming
back.
back.
Oh, Ish.
Disappointed.
I like Ish. I'm glad he's back.
He's a good dude, man, but you can't shoot,
great dude.
bro. You can't shoot. Today they left him wide open, like 4 open threes. I mean, my mom probably could have made those threes, bro. Nothing.
There's a video I want to see.
Brick, bro.
That's not his game.
It's not, bro. But if it's not your game, then why are you in there? Why are you in there taking 3-pointers? Why are you at the 3-point line? Why are you stepping back at the 3-point line, shooting the 3? If that's not your game, man.
I can't argue with that, but
like take a pump fake, take it in, draw a defender, and dish it out, go in for a dunk, rip someone's head off. Do that. Don't shoot threes. You obviously cannot shoot a 3 to save your life. He hit 1 and then missed like 4 or 5 straight shots.
But that's he's not a shooter. So
and it's just like sense. Exactly. But the Suns need to understand that. And I think some of Vogel's defensive lineups and offensive matches are just a little shitty right now. But I don't know if it's because he needs more time. I don't.
Well, I think Ish is kind of like remember Big Sauce? That was
but I like him.
Oh, me too, dude. Yeah. I like him too. Boy. But yeah, but he's the same type of guy to me. Like I really root for them, knowing, they're on the back end of the roster and they're not going to get a lot of playing time, but they fucking hustle.
Yeah,
and they're just they like being there.
Eubanks.
Yeah,
Eubanks upsets me though, man, because a lot of times when Eubanks is in, you also see those offensive rebounds, those second chance points go up because he's not the best guy. He does not know how to box out that well. His boxing out skill, but I mean, what do you expect? He's a backup center, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
Nurk has been amazing.
Oh, dude, that's been my favorite pickup.
Nurk is just so good, man. I wouldn't even say he's like good. He's smart. He knows what to do, and I think he's a fucking Jokic stopper.
What are we 3 or 4 episodes ago? I was talking about that. Like Nurk is that's my guy.
He's
man.
That glue right now. The problem is his fouls. He needs to chill out on those because
he's trying. He's hustling.
But it is. But I mean, they're calling a lot of fouls on him, which is nothing you can do about it. But I do think like he is going to be the biggest key to
big time.
If we face Denver, I think that is going to be. I mean, they've already said it. Denver came out and said it. Their players have said it. If
worried about the Suns,
the Suns are come out into this playoff as healthy as can be, they are the dark horse of the playoffs.
Well,
but everyone's scared of the Suns, but they're not right now because they realize
they're
struggling.
Yeah,
they're figuring things out. But if they somehow, some way,
get it together,
something just clicks right before the playoffs, I'm telling you, the league needs to watch out.
How many games we got left? I mean, they have enough time to get it rolling.
Yeah. No. I mean, you saw they did get it rolling.
That's what I'm saying.
They stopped a little bit. They got it rolling again, and they stopped a little bit.
9-1 for
now. When does this next rolling period come along? Does it come at the right time? Because if it does, you will see a deep push. But it has to come at the right time. If it doesn't, if they're playing like this and their defensive schemes are so off the way it is right now, and they're all over the place and scattered, and they're leaving wide open 3-pointers all game, you are not winning shit. No playoffs, no fucking games, no championships. You got to take away that 3. That should be their number 1 thing.
Well, they have to close out. That's the main thing, because there's like you said, there's so many wide open threes. It's almost lack of effort.
Yeah, no, and you could see it sometimes, but we'll see, man. We got about 15 more games or so, or less, or whatever it is. So we'll see in the next few weeks where they're at. Booker's back. They're, hopefully he's gonna get it going again.
He will.
Confident in that leg because it is coming from ankle injury.
He will.
But man, this has been a good episode.
I think so too. It's been fun to talk about the Suns. We kind of got in a little bit of a
UFC
tangent on UFC.
That's pretty cool because we don't talk about it at the UFC. We should because I do enjoy the UFC a lot. I know a lot about it.
I enjoy it, but I don't follow it like you probably do.
I don't follow it. I wouldn't say religion, but I know a lot about it. There's a few fighters where I really pay attention to, like Sugar Sean. And I also just think just because Sugar's from Arizona and he was born in Glendale and he went to Ironwood High School.
It's fun to be a local guy.
It's just fucking cool because like I went to Ironwood for 3 years, so like I think that's cool as fuck. But yeah, guys, this is it for our episode. We're Beards and Beards and Brains. We appreciate you guys.
Beards and Brains.
We'll be back soon with another episode. As always, check out TikTok. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the follow button.
YouTube,
TikTok,
Instagram.
even though
you know how it
TikTok
goes.
might be fucking banned, we don't know. We'll see if that happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, and,
Yeah,
and as that passes, we'll probably talk about it.
Yeah, bill has been passed, so we'll see what happens with the next when it goes to the Senate. And yeah, well, I don't give a fuck about fucking politics that much, but
I don't care at all.
We can talk about it sometimes.
Sure, I mean, because that kind of is relevant to us as far as TikTok being banned, because we have TikTok. But
yeah, we use.
But outside of that,
use the Instagram, YouTube.
It's all coming.
Same shit. Facebook, we're all on there. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you soon.